Hey, what's up everybody? What's up congratulators? It's me again, Xavier Garcia. Welcome to the Ultimate Psychology channel if it's your first time. I'm creating tons of videos to cure all your life. Please subscribe and so you can get more content every week that I put out on Sundays. Alright, so check it out congratulators. We're making this video about what every man needs to be for his woman, right? We as men, we have an obligation. We have to serve our wives. You know, this is a relationship. Relationships are reciprocal. We give, they give. And of course, when it comes to service, men go first, not the other way around. Sorry to burst your bubble. I know we're in a new age, new millennium, and you know, we seem to get things backwards or upside down. So kind of bring the traditional way, the tried and true method, the way that's going to be successful, and ultimately be what you're looking for and what you're searching after, and that's just you know, a lifetime of love and happiness within inside your closest committed intimate relationship. All right, so I'm gonna get into what every man needs to be. There's three qualities that we need to achieve and to become and be at all times, and it's a standard that we must uphold, and with practice and with our due diligence it becomes a way of life. It becomes our natural lifestyle. It makes us feel more like men, makes us more attractive to the opposite sex, our partners, and you know, we can live happily ever after. So, well, and before also too, I mean, women do have a part in this, but again, men come first, and we go first, and they follow the lead. As the Bible says, you know, that women should submit to their husbands, but it only says that after men should sacrifice for their women, just as Christ died for the church. We must sacrifice for our women. And if you love your woman a lot, you should be willing to do anything for her, and that includes even going as far as death. If you're not willing to die for her, either don't get into that relationship. If you're married, that's a tough one, and you know, that's a video for another time and place. But back to the original quality that we must develop and bring out of ourselves is that women are looking for in a man, for their leading role, to be their hero. And but first and foremost, it's partnership. Okay, partnership. I'll be covering the 3 P's in this video. And you know, first and foremost, a woman wants a friend, right? I mean, she has tons of girlfriends, and I'm not asking you to be, you know, feminine or emasculate yourself and to be all, you know, of the opposite sex for her. But what you do need to do is you can still be true inside yourself, still hold your own ground, and have your own pair of cojones, right? And you can still be a man, but also at the same time, you need to be a mature man, emotionally mature man. And if you're not there yet, that's fine, but you should at least acknowledge it. There's always room for growth, an opportunity for growth, but to grow and achieve emotional maturity. What this allows us to do is, yeah, we can cry if there's a sad moment, right? We can have empathy for women. We can have deep understanding. This means that we don't cut them off before they're through talking. And of course we can, you know, sometimes there is a time and place for, you know, being efficient and cutting to the chase of things. But women are different creatures. They're of the opposite sex and they're wired differently. And so we have to put the pause button, because usually when we're with men, we're super efficient and we want to get to the bottom line right here, right now, real quick. With women, they have another process for letting energy, you know, for letting energy be expressed. Now women can, you know, put on their masculine hat and they can be efficient too, but it's not their nature. And of course us men too, we can be free-flowing and feel pretty, and but that's also not necessarily our most truest principle, our nature. It's a masculine nature. But again, back to partnership. Partnership, and this is not a business partnership, but in some ways it's like, you know, business partnership, it's about one common goal, and it's about the bottom line, that we're not necessarily here to make friends. It's just that if you're successful, I'm successful, so I want you to be successful because together we can win. But there is a major component of a business partnership in that sense. When we enter in a partnership with a female or woman, and we want to be boyfriend or girlfriend, we want to be courting or dating, and of course marriage life, you know, this is about going from event to event and creating memories, creating experiences and collecting memories. And this is a partnership, so we have to align our vision for each other. Or man, hopefully you have a vision that you can sweep her off her feet with, and provide her a life that you can show her, and that she is happy to be your helpmate and enjoy the ride with you as you take the driver's seat. So as this is a partnership, this is a give and take. It's a reciprocal thing where we should be able to give as much as we receive, or if it's on the opposite end, receive opposite, and we receive as much as we give. Women love this rapt attention that we give them when they're fully integrated into our lives, and us into theirs. This is a cohesive partnership with unity and balance, but it's also separate but equal, because we provide different gifts to the relationship. And I'm into roles and the roles that we play, but our roles as we begin to evolve are more dynamic, and they're not as they're simple in one way, but they're not as limited as they once were. So we have to be able to have full expression of ourselves in a partnership, a cohesive relationship, as I'm explaining, and for us to get along with each other and allow both of ourselves to be our full, complete selves. A partnership is like a friendship on one level, and it's a friendship that goes in and outside of the bedroom. So we want to have a partnership, and this means full communication with each other, because the more communication that we have, and it's not necessarily the amount, but it's about the quality that we have for us to be like-minded and on the same page, and in alignment with our values, our mission and our goals day to day, and of course lifetime goals. And so for the primary things you maybe would want to focus on if you want to have a successful relationship and in this partnership, so that you can have an extraordinary life and you can have an extraordinary relationship, an awesome one, is focusing on obviously sex, right? It's a huge aspect of our lives that if it's not taken care of and the quality is not there, sometimes the relationship is going to be damaged and it's going to be ruined. And of course, before we even get into the sex part, and the component of that is our communication. If we're not vibing and thriving with our communication, it's going to be hard to be having those repeat visits of intimacy. So we want to focus on sex, making sure that our partnership is there, that we're both being well taken care of. It requires open honesty, communication, and it requires mutual maintenance. It has to be. It's something that we upkeep and continue to upgrade our skills, to continue pushing the boundaries and advancing, so that way we continue to thrive and grow, and it'll always be exciting and alive and spicy and something to look forward to, and it makes you want to be like, hey, I want to be with this person again, because I don't know either what they're going to surprise me with, or I'm excited about where we're going and where we continue to go, that we keep outdoing ourselves and being better and better each time, the next time. So take care of the bedroom and intimacy and sensuality. Of course, if you have children, if you're in a marriage relationship, a marriage covenant, children too, our philosophies on how to raise children, it can be devastating sometimes, because if the woman wants to be in total control and, doesn't want to be told anything, or, the man is, whatever he is that is toxic, maybe he's overbearing, or maybe he could be the opposite end and he's just too loosey-goosey and he allows everything to go, and he's not, doesn't know how to put his foot down because he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He doesn't know how to discipline correctly, then, or how to handle the situation if a kid does something that is not acceptable. There's a clash there, and when there's a clash in any area of our lives, it's really going to affect other parts, especially in a relationship. So you want to get down, get on the same page, be a united front in parenting. And again, this is hopefully, you talk about these discussions before your kids are born and as they're growing, because this is, basically a full-time job until they're grown, right? And so since it's such a big, huge aspect of your lives, it needs to be, at the top of the list, towards the top of the list of things where we need to, have a joint venture in, and have that partnership where we come together. And again, I stress highly coming together. It's not always 50-50. Sometimes if the man's going to take the lead for the family, he's going to have the vision and the leadership. A woman will trust that if you're guiding in the right direction, and that's okay to have those differences. So that's the second thing also that we should be focused on, concentrated on when it comes to our partnership. Because this is what a woman is looking for. She's looking for you to be a big man and to take responsibility for things. And the last thing here is finances, right? Because people get divorced and stress out over finances. And again, if you're stressed out in disarray in this area, this category of your life, then it's going to spill over into other areas. Whether, in terms of partnership, when you say that I'm all in a relationship, you can combine your finances, you can make purchases together. And, this takes a lot of communication at first. Sometimes, you guys are just, right off the bat, you guys are, oh man, we're such in alignment. We're so compatible. We think everything the same about every single issue. Then great. But if not, you have to start going in that direction and building so that you can be one team, You can be, one flesh of my flesh, as scripture says. So a partnership, being best friends, getting along and enjoying life together, that's the first key component for what every man, for what a woman is looking for and what every man needs to be for his woman. It's a partner in life, partner in crime, and not just a partner in love and a partner for life, a life partner. And so someone she can do life with, right? And you can do life with, being her. So the second component that we're going now into is we have partnership, and now we're going to have protection. It's like, what? Yes, right? You get to be the big man, the big strong man, the guy who fights the wolf, coming knocking on the door, or the burglar. And this arises a lot of a very masculine, primal, innate instinct in a man. Some men are very in tune with it and they can kick into it right away. And some men out there, some of you guys, it's far reaching from you. It's not a role that you're used to. And if there's a spider and the wife screams, she shouldn't be the one killing the spider, right? You should be able to step up, and she needs to have that trust in you. She needs to have that security in you. And so you need to practice developing this masculine trait. I used to think that I was just how I was. I was as strong or as brave or as fearless as I was or not. And once I learned that you can develop these traits, oh man, it just opened the doors wide open. So you can develop your protectiveness, your defensive reactions to saving the day, right? Being the hero. She wants someone that she can look up to, she can trust to protect her, to give her that not only physical sense of security, but also, it can come to, mental security, emotional security that, baby, everything's going to be all right. Maybe you can learn how to use a gun to protect the home, whatever, you need for total home security. That's one aspect of it. Financial security, being faithful, being a faithful husband or a faithful partner, that gives her a sense of security so that she can trust you and she's not going to be always critical or cynical or suspicious of your ways. And when she does that, she's allowed to free flow, be her loving self. And boy, do you reap the benefits of that. And it takes just a little bit of dedication on your part. And of course, a lot of bravery, a lot of courage. It takes a lot for you to be courageous in these circumstances. But, there's no better feeling than know that you can take care of your wife. You can take care of your children, right? If someone's harming a child, you do anything for them. No matter, who that man is or what that group is. You shine. You something within you call. So provide that sense of security for her. That total sense of security, and be the protector. She deserves it, and you owe it to her. Okay. So the third P and the three P's of the things that every man should be for his woman is provision, right? Provision. So what does this mean? To provide, right? And to be pro and vision, providing or being for something positive, a vision. So you're providing a vision. And also, you've provided already now a partnership, someone who she can be best friends with. You've provided total security, so she can feel like she's secure, that she can trust you, and that you're her rock. That you're not going to be like a little baby every time she decides to express herself and vent, and you're not going to be so overly sensitive, right? Or insensitive about it. Some guys just turn the opposite direction and get real aggressive back. You need to allow them to be themselves, and that's being a true mature man. And you know, I'm not innocent either. I've had my mistakes, and that's why I'm learning and I'm sharing these things with you, because these are things that I've overcome and that I'm making progress in. So provision, you know, this is a thing like, oh, is it always about bringing home the bacon, making money? And you know, it's not always about that, you know, but that is an aspect of it. We should be wealthy as much or as best as we can, provide something for them. And this doesn't always mean you know, fake stuff, like, you know, just superficial stuff, but things that really meet the needs of the soul. And some things, as I mentioned back in, you know, talking about the 5 love languages, I remember now, and it's gifts, right? Giving gifts. That's women and men. Sometimes we just love to receive gifts. But providing more than just the financial needs, but providing a partnership, providing protection, and anything else that you can do to meet her needs. And this requires lots of communication, getting to know who she is uniquely, because, you know, although there may be some things universal with women, your partners, and with people, each person is specific and they're unique. And once you can provide their unique things and you find out what lights them up, and you just keep hitting that trigger button, you're going to look like the most amazing man on the planet. But really, it's just you put your mind onto something and find out what really makes her tick and what lights her up, and then provide that. And if you love her, of course you want to do that. We kind of spend like walking around like buffoons. I don't know what makes her happy, when, you know, you just roll your sleeves up, dig a little bit, be curious, pay attention, be observant, study your spouse or your partner, your girlfriend, and you'll learn about them. You might not get it right away, but in time it'll show. And of course, that's what talking for. And if you develop the habit of partnership, it shouldn't be a problem, and it shouldn't take too long either. And to continue on this point of providing, being you know, a provider and provision, is being a giver. Tony Robbins says that the secret to living is giving. And when you know how to give to someone, and you keep giving and dominating in that one area, you own that person, because you provide their essential needs. And why would they ever want to leave you, right? And they're going to feel compelled to reciprocate, and all your needs are going to be met as well. It's just a law of nature, right? And so it's the law of reciprocation. And you continue this, you know, this goes for any aspect of your life, but particularly and primarily in your main relationship. You want to keep dumping on them tons and loads of all the things that lights them up, day in and day out. This is your life, after all. It's a labor of love. So give, and give some more. Give your whole heart out, and give everything out, because at the end of your life, you're going to look back on how much you gave. And when we talk about in sports, and I know you can resonate with this, is that you want to leave it all out there in the field. But you want to leave it all out there in her heart, in her mind, in the home, and in the world, in the life of your relationship. So at the end of your life, you can say, you know, I gave all my best. And sometimes this can be a little confusing, because like, oh, you know, I gave her everything, you know, maybe everything except for what she needed. So don't just go for how you think what she needs, but find out and understand exactly what it is that she does want, and that way you can serve her better, and you know, be her one and only, because you're going to be it. You're going to be a shining light in a world of darkness, because most guys are just floundering around, not knowing what they're doing. So good luck to you with that. These are the 3 P's. Lock in that partnership, provide that protection, and provide that the other things that meet her needs with the provision, providing, you know, a dream life for her, a vision for the direction that you guys, of the big picture for you guys' life, and that you can create this world for her that keeps her happy. And you know, and if you love your wife, she's a crown of glory on your head, and you want to treat her that way, on a pedestal, on a silver platter, because she deserves it and you owe it to her. And there's a little bit of selfishness too, but you know, you get a return on investment there. And even as I mentioned, you know, you give without expecting anything in return. That's the second half of the secret to living, is giving, right? Give without expecting anything in return, because you are a lover of life. You're a lover of humanity. You're a lover of people, and you're a lover of your wife. And anyone who in your relationship, you give without expecting anything in return. And the law of karma will work in your favor. That's just the way nature works. And it may not come back in the way that you initially expected it, but your cup will be filled. And God knows, God sees you, He loves you, and He won't let those things go unanswered. Life is about justice eventually. So you'll get yours in return, because of course you deserve it as well. So God bless you. Thank you for watching. Now you can go out there and be what your woman needs you to be, as her man, leading role in your relationship. Until the next video, this is Xavier Garcia signing out, and love with freedom. Thank you very much for watching. What's up, congratulators? Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, enjoyed it, and found it useful, impactful, that you can use this valuable information in your life and to make it better than it was before. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and click that bell notification, so that way you'll be sure to get a notification every time that I upload a video. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and love with freedom. Peace.